creepy, I say. I move the phone around a little bit, taking in the wall in front of me but not wanting to move it too far in case it moves out of camera. The image on the screen is fuzzy and monochrome. The shadows are ink black, the walls bone white. So I just have to take pictures of ghosts? Sounds easy enough. Only 7 days though. Whatever, I'll beat this way before then. Indie games like this are always pretty short, especially the free ones. I'm mostly talking to fill the silence because nothing is happening on screen anymore, and footage of someone's camera in a boring basement is far from entertaining. The other part of me is talking because the silence feels oppressive, but that's probably just the noise-canceling headphones. My heart sinks a little. What if the game is a dud? What if it isn't scary at all? Then I hear something. It must be coming from the game, a low, gravelly moan. Quiet, on my right. The chills on my arms intensify. Do you guys hear that? I whisper. I think we have our first ghost. Making sure I keep the phone screen in view of the cameras, I pivoted around the basement, looking into the shadows, although, if I'm honest, the last thing I want to do is look into the shadows. Only an idiot wants to see a ghost. Normal people try to hide. Instead, I sit there like a target, trying to find the source of the noise that gets louder and louder, closer and closer. It's close, I say breathlessly. My heart is hammering, and even though I'm starting to sweat, the basement is as frigid as an icy pool. Come on, where are you? That's when I feel it. I swear I feel it. 2 hands on my ankles. Point the camera down, and there, crawling on the floor by my feet, is a transparent woman. Her skin is pale blue on screen, and the phone vibrates wildly the moment she's in the frame. She slowly tilts her head back to look at me. The gravelly moan gets louder, tighter. The feeling of her hands on my ankles grows. She looks at me. She has no eyes, just black, empty sockets. She opens her mouth. Her jaw cracks wide. Her throat is black, cavernous. The moan becomes a hungry roar. On screen, a tiny blip appears above her face. Devouring woman. And that's when I remember what I'm supposed to do. With shaking fingers, I take a picture. The camera's flash goes off, blinding me in the darkness. The roar becomes a scream. The pressure on my ankles vanishes. When I can see again, the screen is empty. It just shows my feet. I flop back in my chair and take a deep breath, press a hand to my heart. Whew, I say. I don't know about you, but I found that to be pretty scary. Can you hear my heart racing? And okay, I know it's stupid and probably just the headphones, but I swear I felt her grabbing my ankles. I let out a nervous laugh. Something thuds above me. Footsteps. I pull off the side of my headphones and listen. Oh no, I think my dad is up. I drop back to a whisper and lean into the camera. I think I'm going to need some backup before I go any further. So, on that note, Crimson is signing off. Sweet nightmares. I stop recording the stream, pull down my headphones, and hope my dad doesn't hear me. Definitely my dad's footsteps. I'd recognize their sound anywhere. Please, please, please don't come down here. He doesn't. When I hear him plod back upstairs, I let out a sigh of relief. I count to 100. Then I switch off all the computer gear and creep upstairs. It's only when I'm back in the library, quietly slipping my phone back into Dad's desk so we can pretend that I never broke the rules, that I actually look at the screen. The game is still running, even though I swear I turned it off. The camera is still up, but now there are 2 words at the bottom. They fade the moment I see them. You missed.
Please like the video and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon.